Shalom, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakah, Quadash. Yahweh be the name of the Father, and Yahweh Shai the name of his Son. Give honors to the apostles and the others of great millstone of real well. Peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, this lesson, I'm going to bring this out. This is an article from SHTF, which means shit hit the fan, or shit hits the fan, plan.com. Okay, it says, and this was posted today. It says, Fox News promotes RFID for medical purposes. Here's why you shouldn't take the chip. And we know why we shouldn't take the chip, because you're going to be destroyed. Okay, pursuing to Revelation chapter 14. All right, which is the mark of the beast. All right, let's get right into this article. Fox News is pushing RFID chip implants, encouraging people that the tech is safe and good for medical, should probably say for medical purposes, by stating it's similar to getting a tetanus shot. And tetanus shots probably aren't good for you either, man. Other vaccines are terrible for you. All right. Recently in Sweden, thousands of people have reportedly had chips implanted. Fox highlights this news, expressing that a company called Biohacks has already installed around 4,000 chips into customers. Okay, and by the way, apparently FEMA, whether this is true or not, FEMA ordered 50,000 RFID chips. Whether that's true or not, we know that they have a lot of chips in their arsenal and that they are, preparing to make it mandatory. Okay. The article then goes on to explain how awesome it is to have a chip in one's hand, stating that those chips can open secure doors, pay for tickets, and share emergency medical information. Years ago, it was seen as a conspiracy theory that the elite wanted to microchip the populace, or the population. Now it's right in our faces constantly. It's no longer a secret. I'll start by repeating the words of the great Aaron Russell, Rockefeller's best friend. Do not take the chip. All right, and they're calling him great. That's going off. Okay, Yahweh is the greatest. Yahweh Shai is the second greatest. Okay, and then we fall under the, below them. Okay, and this guy is probably not even the truth, let alone if he's an Israelite or not, which he could be. But if he was a best friend of a Rockefeller, then he might not be a Jake. But that's beside the point right now. All right, we don't know, but let's see what he said, I guess. NBC has previously said blatantly your kids will receive the microchip for their safety. There's absolutely nothing safe about allowing your kids to be microchipped. All this is being prepackaged as a way for law enforcement to rescue or find lost, kidnapped, and missing children. They always seek to use the children. Let me tell you, the elite care so much about the children that in the UK they wanted to lower the age of consent to 4 years old. I would like to know who bankrolled all these positive microchip stories. In any event, there isn't the only way, or Salakia, in any event, this isn't the only way. They are trying to push people to get the chip. Over the years, there have been various commercials trying to push the chip. One showing a concert, another showing a doctor using it to diagnose patients' disorders, and several other mentions of the chip in the media. Yeah, they have, and they put it all over, and they use a term called gradualism, all right? They gradually get you used to the technology of the chip, all right? And whether they call it RFID, NFC, doesn't matter what they call it. If you take that microchip implant, you're going to be destroyed, okay? However, a story this writer will never forget is about a Saudi inventor that had a brilliant idea to make a chip with a lethal dose of cyanide in it. Although the patent was denied in Germany, this is still an example and documentation of what can be done. Do not trust the chip. Do not even for a second trust the chip. Tell the government you do not want an RFID chip. And now, this is the thing. Anybody and everybody, you ask a family member, you ask a friend that was in the world, whatever, are you going to get the chip? They're going to say no. They're all going to say no. But listen, when their back's against the wall, all right, when all hell breaks loose, when they realize that they can't eat or drink or get supplies or keep, living their daily lives the way they do now, if they don't take that chip, they're going to take it. They're going to fold. Okay? They're going to fold. All right? Period. And, that's just reality. And it's scary, man. But Lord willing that we're of the 144,000, that we don't take that damn chip. Okay? And don't, look at this website and take it too seriously as in like, oh, don't take the chip because there's going to be cyanide in it. That's not the point. Cyanide or not, whether it kills you or not, whether it's dangerous or not, you take that chip, you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh, man. That's why we're not going to take it, because we've been told by Yahweh not to take it. I don't give a fuck what this guy says, all right? Or any of these guys, oh, don't take the chip because it's dangerous or because it'll make you a slave. I don't care about that. Yahweh told me and told us to not take it. Therefore, I'm not going to take it. I don't ask questions on that. He said if you take it, you're going to be destroyed. Period. There is no, well, it may have cyanide in it. Who cares, man? You take it, you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh. Okay? But if you don't take it, when it's mandatory and they're asking you, either you take this chip or, the alternative, which would be death, you take death. Okay? So when that person says, tell the government you do not want an RFID, they clearly don't understand where they're going to implement this. Okay, because they're going to implement this RFID chip when all hell breaks loose or when something major happens to the point where people are going to want government control. Why? Because fear is the best motivator. Okay, fear is what's going to motivate people to take the chip. Slovakia. All right? And when that happens, people are going to be so scared, they're going to want to be safe, and the only way they're going to feel safe is by the government. All right, and they're going to ask for more government control, and the government's going to chip them. All right, and if you don't take the chip, they're going to annihilate you. So it's not just that easy. We'll tell the government you don't want a chip, and they're going to be, oh, yeah, okay. Well, you don't have to get chipped. No, right now it's optional. Soon it's going to be mandatory, and they're going to kill you if you don't take it. Okay? Well, if they got you, because obviously if they don't know where you are and you don't have it, then they won't necessarily be able to kill you. But, we don't know what Yahweh has ahead for each of us. All right? Let's talk about the marketing for the RFID chip. One of the first commercials for the chip was Verichip's Corpse, extremely creepy commercial for HealthLink, which shows all the health benefits of the microchip. However, they leave out the health risks like one of those 5 a.m. infomercials for some weight loss drug that could cause heart attacks. The chip comes with a huge risk. You're injecting an electronic device into you that you forget has the potential of containing cyanide or another slow-killing poison. See, that doesn't matter. That's not why you shouldn't be like, well, it has cyanide in it, so I'm not going to take it. No, you should take it because Yahweh told you not to take it, man. That's why you shouldn't take it. Okay? Who gives a fuck what they put in it? Don't take it at all. It doesn't matter what they have in it or what it does to your body. It may cause infections, whatever. Who gives a fuck about that, man? Yahweh told you not to take it, so don't take it. That's why you shouldn't take it. Because Revelations 14 says you're going to be destroyed in that nuclear fire if you take it. That's why. Okay? But I'm going to read on anyways because, well, I'm just trying to see. I'll just keep reading on because there might be some heavy meat to pull out of this. Plus, we know the scriptures that I'm about to pull out, unless you're new, but we'll get those at the end. If the chip malfunctions or maybe switch is flipped after you've been a bad dissident against your New World Order dictatorship, you could have an internal electric shock or be burnt, as Katharina Albrechts said. The way it works is it picks up and amplifies ambient electromagnetic energy from the reader devices. And if you have one of these things in your arm and you get in the range of an electromagnetic field, it can actually burn you. IBM has also been caught pushing the RFID chip as the future market with a commercial where it seems some shady guy is stealing product, then walks out and a security guard walks up to him. And basically he says, "Excuse me, sir, you forgot your receipt." A female announcer then says checkout lines, "Who needs them? This is the future of e-business." First, let me bash the commercial's logic. Where is the guy Where's this guy putting all the product he's stealing? Well, he's not stealing if he just bought it. And that proves that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast furthermore, because you can buy with it. Okay? Well, it's just showing a bunch of ways they push it. Just reading on, is that coat of his an endless black hole? Where did it all go? Does it just vanish? Now that I got that out of my system. As you can see, they are pushing the microchip in several different ways, and I'll repeat again. I don't care what they try to market to you, even if they tell you it'll give you superpowers, which they probably... You look at the movie Upgrade, which was a fairly new movie. This guy was paralyzed, and he says no to taking this new device that this guy created, and later he ends up taking it. And it allows him to walk and to really be like fucking like a ninja, man. He can fight and they basically advertise it as cool, but what happens in the end? I mean, spoiler alert, I guess, either way you should watch that movie, but at the end, basically it shows you that taking the chip may seem like a good idea and it may be good for a while for the time being, but once the end game comes, it's over. It's game over for you, and it's terrible. Okay? I don't care what they try to market to you, even if they tell you it'll give you superpowers, because that's our next step because of companies like Google. Do not allow your family or your friends to take the chip. Next, let's look at and first of all, your family and friends, you tell them, are you going to take that chip? They'll say no. Or you tell them about it, they'll say, well, I'm not taking that chip. Like I said, once shit hits the fan, once something pops off, once the economy collapses, once they realize that they can't live the same way without getting it, they're going to take it in a heartbeat. And you're going to see that real soon, okay? A lot of your family and friends are going to turn on you, man. And they're going to even rat you out. Next, let's look at the appealing commercials to teens and adults. Let's have an RFID party, where everything you do is posted on Facebook with a simple flick of the wrist, or hey, we go to this bar a lot, let's get an RFID chip implant so we don't have to wait and can be VIPs. Yeah. Oh, I really wish I was joking. I really, really wish I was joking. Because laziness shows, or Salaki, and this person, clearly doesn't understand the scriptures. They haven't brought out the Bible once yet. They said conspiracy theory. Well, where did that conspiracy theory come from? How did they know? Because they read Revelations 13. Okay? It's all about the Bible. This is happening because the RFID chip, or Salaki, because it's the mark of the beast, and the mark of the beast is prophecy. It's a prophecy that's going to come to pass, so it will be mandatory. There's no strikes, marches, any of that bullshit that you can do that's going to stop it. Okay? So this person can wish this or wish that. Wishes don't do shit, man. All right? Because laziness knows no bounds. You can wear this wristband with an RFID chip and become indoctrinated. It's okay. Everyone is doing it. See, now the thing is, the RFID technology is in everything. Okay? It's in everything. But the thing is, if you have a wristband with it or a phone with it, you don't have the mark of the beast then. Because what they have to do is they have to put the chip under your skin, which is what they're about to do. All right, they're making it mandatory. They're moving towards it very quickly. Okay, they're gonna try and get the chip from your phone or your TV, whatever, under your skin. Which is why, right? If you see a video of somebody getting it, that's why it works with all the doors and their phone and all that shit, because they've already been prepping for this. They already know their plans. They already know that they're gonna make it mandatory. That's why they put it in everything. That's why they put this technology in everything. So now people are scanning their phones, scanning their credit cards. And before you know it, they're going to be scanning their hand. Okay? Chip yourself. It's the new craze. It's like getting a tattoo, except it has a GPS tracking device. And they actually say that they don't have tracking. But once again, tracking or not, cyanide or not, doesn't fucking matter. All right? It doesn't matter if you can fly and have, super speed. Do not take that fucking chip. Okay, or you're going to be destroyed. Because it's not creepy at all that you become a human beacon for anyone who wants to track you. Oh no, that could never ever be misused, not just by the government, but the civil population, i.e. hackers. You can read the rest of this, they're kind of just... Okay, actually, I didn't know this one. I didn't know that existed. A swallowable RFID pill. I did not. I've never heard of that one. I don't even know how that works. I've never seen that. But don't get the RFID chip. Anything with the RFID, don't allow them to put it in your body. Okay, that's the point. But really, they're not going to be doing that pill shit. They're going to be trying to implant it mainly between your thumb and your index finger in that flesh area. That's where they're usually putting it in people. Okay, but if you get it anywhere, you're going to be destroyed. All right. So, Lord willing, if I remember, I'll put this article in the description box and you can read the rest of it, I guess. But, like I said, cyanide or not, GPS track or not, who gives a fuck? Yahweh said, all right, and I meant to space that out, because I don't like using swear words right next to Yahweh and Yahweh's glorious names, which I spaced it out, but still. So basically what I'm saying is, who gives a fuck if it has cyanide or any of that shit in it, okay? Yahweh told us, do not take the chip. He said, if you take the chip, you're going to be destroyed. Simple as that. It shouldn't matter to you what it does or what it can do, okay? Yahweh created us, and if he tells us to do something, you do it, okay? Seriously. It's not that difficult, man, to listen to Yahweh. I mean, Lord willing, we can endure. I'm saying it's not difficult or it shouldn't be difficult at least. It shouldn't be difficult for us to obey his command. You listen to your parents, you listen to your guardians, you listen to your boss, but you can't listen to the Creator? Get the fuck out of here. All right? Let's go on to the scriptures now. The Wadi Habba Shema Shai for putting the spirit on me to bring this article out. This is a very heavy article. Okay, very heavy. It's Revelations 13 and start at verse 16. Get right to the point. Excuse me, Salakia. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay? And now you can get it in your forehead, you can get it in your arm. Like I said, you can get it anywhere. Okay? But the main place they put it is in that flesh part between your thumb and your index finger. Now, what did it say? And he causeth all, meaning everybody, every single person, regardless of your race, your so-called religion, your gender, your occupation, your income. Annual income, weekly income, if you're in prison, if you're going to high school, if you're a kindergartner, if you're in preschool, if you're a senior citizen, if you're an ex-veteran, if you're in the army, if you're a police officer, if you're a doctor, if you work at Walmart, it doesn't matter. They want everybody to be chipped, okay? Small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Doesn't matter. They want you to take the chip, and they're going to force it on you, okay? Or they're going to deceive a lot. Well, really, they're going to deceive a lot of people into it because, for a lack of better terms, a lot of people are just dick riders, okay? And by that, I mean they go with the flow. They're subservient. They're docile, all right? And if their favorite celebrity, Jay-Z, gets an RFID chip implant, all these jakes are going to get it. All right, simple as that. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so if you don't get it, you can't buy or sell. And they showed us that with the mark, and people don't really sell anymore, but, back then they probably did a lot more, of course. But, because John the Revelator wrote this, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, but it says, and that no man might buy. That no man might buy. What did we see? They were paying for tickets. They were making purchases. They were making transactions with that chip. Okay? You don't make transactions with Christianity or with ideologies any sort of way at all. Okay? So if they're not telling you, whoever it is, I don't care if it's a street teacher or your friend or whoever, if they're not telling you that the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, they're telling you it's anything else but a microchip, they're false prophets. They're wrong. Okay, and they're trying to get you to take it, really. They're being set up to deceive people. All right, this is Revelations 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice. So the angel is saying this with a loud voice to make sure that everybody heard it. If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, so if you get that microchip anywhere in your body, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right? And that's what it is. Okay? That's why we're not taking it. Okay? And if you don't take it, you may have to die. But you know what? That's better. Okay? Because either A, you take death, Or B, you get the chip, you prolong your life, and then you be destroyed, and you die a dishonorable, terrible death. Or you can die, A, righteously. Okay? Die for Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Revelations 20:4, and I'm going to close out. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, beheaded by what? A guillotine. All right? They're bringing those back for this prophecy. And for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with a Mashiach 1,000 years. All right, so Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baharakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great most on the roll well. Peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom.